Starting quiz 2, we have the series where we're adding up all the terms where k starts with 1 of 9k minus 3,219 from k starting from when k equals 1, our first term, to 425. And so here we're going to have to use our series formula. Any series, Sn, is going to be equal to the number of terms divided by 2 times the first term. We can call this the first term plus the last term. So in the specific case here, the series adding up all the terms in the sequence from 1 to 425 is going to be equal to 425 divided by 2 times A1, our first term, times A1 plus A 425. So let's find A1. A1 is going to be equal to, when k is equal to 1, 9 times 1 minus 3219. And A 425 is going to be equal to 9 times 425 minus 3219. What is this value going to be equal to? Well, first term is going to be equal to 9 minus 3219. That will be equal to negative 3210. It's equal to negative 3210. And this next term is going to be 9 times 425 minus 3219. That's going to be equal to 606. That's going to be equal to 606. So to find S, the sum of all the terms of the sequence from the first term to the 425th term, S 425, because remember this is an arithmetic sequence, this is going to be equal to 425 divided by 2 times A1, which is negative 3210 plus 606. So we have, again, let's show the calculator. We'll have 606 minus 3210. Alright, we're going to have to multiply that by 425 divided by 2. That should be negative 553,350. That should be negative 553,350. Great, we got it right. Let's go to the next question. So here, we're starting at 0 and we're ending at 1 for 2k minus 1. So putting this all out, we're going to have our 0 term and our 1 term. So 0 term is going to be 2 times 0 minus 1 plus our term 1, which is going to be 2 times 1 minus 1. So that's going to be 2 times 0 is 0 minus 1 is negative 1. It's going to be negative 1 plus 2 times 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1. It's negative 1 plus positive 1. And summing that all up, that's going to be equal to 0. The arithmetic sequence AI is defined by the formula A1 equals negative 3 and AI is equal to the previous term minus 5. Find the sum of the first 490 terms in the sequence. Remember, Sn is equal to 490 over 2 times A1 plus A 490. A1 is equal to negative 3. All right. Now we need to find, we have our sequence in recursive form. We need to go from our recursive form to an explicit form. The reason why we want to have our formula in explicit form is so we can find A 490, find the 490th term in the sequence. So let's use one of our explicit formulas. We can either use AN is equal to A1 minus D plus DN. But there's an easier one we can use. We can also use AN is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 times D. So A 490 is equal to A1 negative 3 plus N minus 1, 490 minus 1 times D, and here our D is negative 5, right? Our common difference is times negative 5. So that's going to be equal to negative 3 plus 489 times negative 5. So that's going to be equal to 489 times negative 5 plus negative 3. So 2448, negative 2448. This will be equal to negative 2448. So that's A 490. So then our series is going to be equal to 490 divided by 2. Let's think, so that would be 245. 245 times A1, which is going to be negative 3, plus negative 2448. So that's going to be equal to 245. Negative 2448 minus 3 is going to be negative 2451. Negative 245 1. So we're going to have 245 times negative 2, 4, 5, 1. So that will be negative 600,495. Negative 600,495. Checking the answer, we got it. Next question. All right, quiz 2. Question 4. We're summing the terms of n when n equals 0 through 2. So we're going to have to sum the terms when n equals 0, n equals 1, and n equals 2. Because our starting number is 0 and our stopping number is 2. So when n equals 0, our term is just, our explicit form is 0. So this is going to be 0. Plus n equals 1, 1, plus n equals 2, 2. And then we stop. So 0 plus 1 is 1, and then 1 plus 2 is, sum it all up, 0 plus 1 plus 2 equals 3. Alright, find the sum of 997 plus 992 plus 987 plus ... plus 257 plus 252. Alright, so use our arithmetic sequence formulas. Sn is equal to n over 2 times a1 plus an. Here we know that Sn is going to equal to n over 2 times a1, which is 997, plus our last term is 252. So we just need to find n. Find what term in the sequence, what term number in the sequence is 252. And so we can find the explicit form, knowing that an is equal to, let's use the explicit form where is equal to a1 minus d plus dn. Alright, so what's a common difference here? It looks like we are subtracting 5 each term. So an, remember we're looking, so our term value is going to be 252 is equal to a1, 997, minus 5, which is d. Well, actually, it's going to be plus 5, because that's minus negative 5, right? So two negatives will make a positive, so that's going to be plus 5, plus dn. What's d? Well, d is negative 5, right? Plus negative 5 times n. Remember, we're solving for n here. So 252 is equal to 9, so it'd be 1002. minus 5n. So let's get a calculator. 252 minus 1002. So that's going to be negative 750 equals negative 5n. Negative 750 is equal to negative 5n. Divide each side by negative 5 means that divide this by negative 5. N is equal to 150. So our series is equal to 150 divided by 2 times 997 plus 252. And by the way, 150 divided by 2, that's going to be equal to 75. So that's going to be equal to 997 plus 252 times 75. So 93,675. 93,675. Check, got it right. All right. So use the hints. There's step-by-step solutions. If you know the formulas, you can just plug it in.